Right. So buckle up, everybody, because this deep dive is going to take us to some pretty thought-provoking places.
Yeah.
We've got some really interesting research you guys have sent us about this place called Carino Monitoring,
Okay.
or KIM. And it's this futuristic research station that's way up in Swedish Lapland.
Oh, wow.
And, imagine it's the near future and Earth's dealing with climate catastrophes and like unrest all over the globe.
Yeah. Not a good thing.
Not a walk in the park, exactly.
Yeah.
KIM is like humanity's last hope. This hug of these brilliant minds who are trying to like model and simulate a way forward for us.
It's really fascinating how they set this up because it's not like a distant future. It's like dealing with stuff that we're worried about now.
Exactly.
Right.
And in this like haven of science, we meet the KIM team. There's Sid and Te and Ub.
Okay.
And their AI companion, Ava.
I like her already.
And Ava's not your typical AI.
Right.
She's more like this witty philosophical debater. Always kind of pushing the team to think outside the box.
That's cool. I like that she's like a character,
Yeah.
not just like a tool or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And she becomes super important because things at the station take this sudden turn toward the extraterrestrial.
What?
It's one night under this huge Lapland sky, and these strange lights appear.
Ooh.
Theories are flying around, and then bam, first contact.
Wow.
But it's not your typical alien invasion story.
So it's not like all lasers and spaceship, more like an awkward first date.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So who are these visitors?
Well,
What do they want?
They're Aristoon and Beefs from the planet Merax, and their reason for coming to Earth isn't to like conquer or destroy. It's actually much more relatable.
Really?
Yeah.
What brings them to our little blue planet?
Well, their home planet's facing this catastrophic meteor shower,
Oh, no.
and it's set to wipe out everything in like 242 years.
It's not a lot of time.
Not on a cosmic scale.
No.
So they're looking for a new home.
So they're kind of like cosmic refugees,
Yeah, you could say that.
just checking out Earth as a potential new place to live.
Pretty much. But here's the thing.
What?
They're not exactly thrilled with what they find.
Oh.
They describe humans as primitive, self-destructive,
Oh.
even governed by lunatics.
Ouch. That's harsh.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, we have our problems, but haven't we also had some amazing examples of people working together and bouncing back?
Right.
I mean, think about how we've solved these global problems before.
Yeah, that's true. But remember, they're from a totally different world
Right.
with their own values and experiences.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So do they just leave disappointed in humanity?
Well, not really. They have a tough choice.
Okay.
Option 1, try to strike a deal with humans.
Okay.
Assuming we're worth the effort.
Right.
Option 2, just wait it out
Uh-huh.
and watch as Earth's biodiversity gets destroyed by us.
Wow. So the fate of humanity rests on whether we can convince these advanced aliens that we're not a bunch of self-destructive lunatics.
Yeah, it's a big ask.
What a predicament.
Yeah.
I mean, we've gone from this quiet research station in Lapland to like this potential intergalactic standoff.
Yeah.
This is getting really interesting.
And it is. Really makes you think, huh?
Yeah. What would an advanced alien species even judge us on?
Right.
It's like they're holding up this cosmic mirror
Yeah.
and showing us all our flaws.
All our contradictions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So where do we even go from here?
Right.
I mean, assuming the Meraxians are willing to give us a shot,
Yeah.
how do we even start to bridge that gap?
Right.
We're talking about two totally different species, two completely different worlds.
Well, that's where the KIM team comes in.
Okay.
They're not just scientists anymore.
Right.
They're basically humanities diplomats
Oh, wow.
trying to understand these Meraxians.
So what's the plan?
Right?
Do the Meraxians come with a list of demands?
Not exactly a list.
Okay.
The research suggests they had some major concerns.
Like,
One big one was our track record with the environment.
yeah, makes sense.
They see all the damage we've done,
Right.
and they're afraid we'll just do the same thing to their planet.
That's fair. We haven't exactly been great caretakers of our own planet.
Right.
So how did the KIM team respond to that?
Well, they took a very scientific approach.
Okay.
They focused on communication, being transparent, trying to understand the Meraxian perspective.
It sounds like they were walking a tightrope.
Definitely.
So how'd the Meraxians react to this?
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
The Meraxians, even with all their advanced technology
Yeah.
and their kind of blunt assessments,
Right.
they weren't completely dismissive of humanity.
Really?
Yeah, it seems like they saw our potential,
Oh, right.
our ingenuity, even our empathy.
Mm.
Though they found it a bit puzzling how we expressed it.
So it wasn't all doom and gloom.
Yeah.
There was some hope in there.
For sure, there were even moments of genuine connection.
Oh, wow.
Even humor. As they navigated this whole interspecies dialogue.
Wait, humor?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine trying to tell a joke to an alien.
I know, right?
That's wild.
But it shows how you can find common ground.
Yeah.
Even across these huge cultural and technological differences.
Right.
Humor became a bridge.
Yeah.
Way to ease the tension and connect.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So what about Ava? What role does she play in all this?
Oh, she was crucial.
Yeah.
Her AI perspective was so unique. She could see both sides.
Okay.
Humanity and the Meraxians.
Yeah.
Imagine her with her dry wit.
I bet she had some funny comments.
Oh, yeah. Pointing out the absurdities of the whole situation, the contradictions in human behavior.
I can totally picture her saying something like,
Yeah.
humans are worried about aliens taking over their planet when they're already doing a pretty good job destroying it themselves.
Exactly. She challenged assumptions, pointed out contradictions,
Right.
made everyone think.
So this wasn't just about first contact. It was about self-discovery, a
Exactly.
chance for humanity to look in the mirror
Yeah.
and really see itself.
The Meraxians arriving kind of forced us to do that.
Yeah.
To face our flaws, our potential, our place in the universe.
This is getting pretty deep, but I love it.
Me too.
It's not just a sci-fi story.
Right.
It's like this philosophical exploration of what it means to be human.
I agree.
I'm hooked. What happens next?
Yeah.
What are these Meraxians really like?
Well, they're a fascinating bunch. They really value knowledge, logic, reason above all else.
So like the ultimate Spock-like aliens?
Yeah, kind of.
All logic, no emotion.
It's not quite that simple. I mean,
No.
while reason is super important to them,
Right.
doesn't mean they don't have emotions.
Right.
The research suggests they can feel empathy and compassion,
Okay.
but they might express it in ways that we don't immediately get.
That makes sense.
Mm.
I guess I'm still kind of hung up on this whole meteor shower thing.
Right.
I mean, with all their fancy tech, isn't there some way they can stop it?
It's really sad, actually. They tried everything.
Oh, wow.
Their technology is way beyond anything we can imagine.
Right.
But even they have limits. That's why they're looking at Earth,
Right.
a planet that's similar to theirs.
As a possible refuge.
Exactly.
So instead of seeing the Meraxians as a threat,
Right.
they saw them as an opportunity
To grow.
to evolve.
Yeah, and that shift in perspective was key.
Okay.
It allowed for real dialogue,
Right.
building trust, and recognizing our shared vulnerability.
I bet it wasn't all smooth sailing, though.
Oh, definitely not. There
Yeah.
were heated debates, cultural misunderstandings, even some funny moments,
Really?
highlighting how complex and kind of absurd this whole first contact thing was.
Wow.
But the KIM team kept going.
Yeah.
They believed that humanity deserved a chance.
Despite all our flaws.
Exactly.
And what about Ava?
Oh, she was in her element.
I bet.
Her unique perspective and her ability to process information so quickly was invaluable to the team.
Yeah.
Imagine her breaking down cultural nuances, highlighting logical fallacies,
Right.
injecting some humor into these tense negotiations.
It's amazing that an AI played such a big role in this whole thing.
It really is.
It makes you think about how technology is going to shape our future.
For sure. And speaking of the future,
Yeah.
the research leaves us with a bit of a cliffhanger.
Oh, no.
We don't actually know how the negotiations turned out.
So we don't know if humanity passed the Meraxian test.
We're left to wonder.
Well, even without a clear answer, this deep dive has been incredible.
It really has.
It's challenged how we think about first contact,
Right.
about our place in the universe, and about what it even means to be human.
The Meraxians, with their outsider perspective, they really make us look at our strengths and weaknesses.
Right.
Even the ones we'd rather ignore.
It's like they're holding up a mirror,
Exactly.
making us take a long, hard look at ourselves.
And this story, even though it's fictional,
Right.
it has a powerful message.
What's that?
Our choices matter.
Individually and collectively.
Yeah, and they have consequences.
Right.
It shows us how important communication and understanding are, and how we need to work towards a better future.
For everyone.
For all life, even beyond our planet.
That's a powerful message for sure. So to all our listeners out there, we leave you with this.
Okay.
If you were in the KIM team's shoes, knowing what you know now about the Meraxians, what would you do?
Right.
What would it take for humanity to earn a place among the stars?
It's something to think about.
Keep thinking, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.